Yes, the Kings, your marriage counselor. When you think about like the toxicity,
good word,
of the relationship over the years, like not everybody's like crazy hardcore. Not everybody lives and dies with this team. In fact, good for them if they don't. Like you shouldn't live and die with a bunch of 20-somethings playing basketball, but a lot of us do. Whether it's your job, whether it's just
means everything.
It means so much. Like I love the Giants, I love the Niners, I love the Florida State Seminoles. I have favorite. I love sports. Put them all three together times 100. It doesn't compare to if the Kings are successful, just emotionally. Everything's just like water tastes cleaner.
Yeah,
the sun shines brighter. It's like it's like going from standard definition to 4K.
Yeah,
in life.
What's cool about what's happening right now too is I don't know how everybody. Who your circle of Kings fans are or whatever. And if some are probably diehards, like you said, others maybe fringe. I feel like everybody here is paying attention or in some way, shape, or form.
When you say here, you mean
like in our general region.
Oh, yeah.
So yesterday, it's been the last 2 games that this has happened where if like you extend out your phone, like if people that text you the most, I'm to layer 2 or 3. Like this is further out extended. I got one literally from a high school friend that I probably haven't talked to in, I don't know, 8 to 10 months.
Okay.
And the text was, are the Kings actually good?
Yes.
And then another one who I didn't even know. I know they know what I do and who but they said, light the freaking beam.
Wow.
And I went, how do you know about that? Like they don't live here.
Right.
Well, how do you know that?
It's just spreading.
And that's just, again, that's cool. Like that's not the common people that, and it's like,
no,
this is something's happening and it's great.
And I've heard a lot of people, we got to get to I keep pushing this audio. We got to get there. There's one thing I want to correct because a lot of people are like, this town hasn't felt this way in 16 years. That's wrong. That's wrong. Town hasn't felt this way, I would say, in 20. Because think about it. After the Ori shot series and all that, it was always about that. Plus, we were used to being in the playoffs. And anything less than the finals was a disappointment.
Right.
As soon as that Lakers series ended, that began the downslide of the team, the culture, the everything with it in this city. So I would say no. 16 years ago, the Kings made the playoffs, but there was nowhere near this level of craziness. This is more comparable. Honestly, if you want to make a comparison, it's 98, 99.
This is because it's the first run at it.
It's the strike short year. And by the way, the distance between 98 and 99, you guys will remember this more than me. Was it 96?
Yes.
Was the last time the Kings made the playoffs before that? 3 years.
Right.
3 years.
Yeah.
This is more like 99, but in a weird way, crazier.
Yeah. I mean, they first got here, the very first year, they made the playoffs.
Yes.
They made it in the 95-96 season. That's twice. And then the 8 in a row. It's 10 times in all they're almost on 40 years or 30.
Yeah.
It's a season 39 or 38, whatever it is.
Yeah.
10 times total, and 8 of them were in a row. And probably 2 of those years, I would say there was a 2-year window where they could win it all.
Yep.
They didn't, but they were good enough to maybe 2 of those years.
And we're not there yet.
Right.
But just the feeling right now. Yeah. All right. Here's Mike Brown. We talked last night. The score was not as close as the game actually was. We talked and gave De'Aaron Fox his well-deserved flowers for the way the game turned at the end of the third quarter. But, man, on defense, Davion Mitchell just really came in. He's like a designated defender. Just comes in, and anything he does on offense is a bonus. And Mike Brown noticed.
Well, I tell you what, the game changed because of Davion. His defense, especially down the stretch, in that second half, was unbelievable. I've been in the league 31 years, I think now, and there's only 2 players that I can think of that when they pick up full court, nobody wants to dribble up against them. Obviously, we saw that from Davion tonight. And then GP2, Gary Payton II, same thing. When he's on the floor and he's picking up full court. These guys that they're playing against are pros. And to be able to put that type of pressure on the ball, especially in a full court setting, is unbelievable. I still can't wrap my head around it. But Davion's defense changed the game for us tonight. He was fantastic.
That's so great. And you know, some
What
people,
a compliment.
right? Like from Mike
Wow.
Brown,
Yeah, 30 plus years. I'm putting him and Gary Payton. Like those are the two.
he's seen a couple of defenders
Yeah.
in his day. And you're talking about Gary Payton too, not
Mhm.
Junior, I guess,
Right.
who is the son of one of the greatest defenders in NBA history, and Davion Mitchell, who just fits the mold.
Yeah, but it's literally what the Warriors would do last year. Like John Morant's going, all right, we're putting Peyton on him. And he would guard so many different, Chris Paul, Booker, so many different types of guys. They would do that.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's awesome.
G-Man talked to Harrison Barnes last night, who in his own way, you know, listen, everybody contributed in their own way. And where Harrison got me was not only some timely defense, but also I remember at least one time the Spurs were on the run and he just did the vet, I'm getting to the foul line.
Yes, and he hit his shots. G-Man's going to ask him about that. You're also going to hear when the lighting of the beam happens.
Here we go. The lighting of the beam in Harrison Barnes with Gary Gerold.
HB, G-Man here. You got us okay?
Yes, sir. I got you guys.
Listen, how much fun are you and your teammates having right now? As this is what, 5 in a row and 8 of the last 10?
Man, it's been good. You know, we're just trying to just build every single day. You know, do what we can to be consistent, and you know, it's good to see that rewarded with wins.
It was a tie game at 82 late in the third quarter, and then somebody lit a fire. Tell us what happened in that push to open up such big separation.
I think it's just coming together and realizing, you know, there's so many games this season and that could have went a different way, and we're kind of in that moment where coming off a big win last game, you know, we didn't want to let down. So coming out, responding, everyone chipping in, I thought that was huge.
The beam is being lit as we speak, and so
Chemezi Mentu with the beam. Lit the beam.
there are some bars, and there on the big screen, there's the scene from outside Golden One Center. I don't know that I've ever seen fans get more excited about a ray of light, but this is fun. This is all kinds of good fun. Harrison, 16 points, 8 rebounds, couple of assists. I want to commend you on your free throw stroke, man. In the last stretch of games, I'm just doing the quick math here. I think you're now 44 of 48 from the free throw line. You got to feel good about that.
Yeah, it's 4 that got away, but, you know, just trying to build every single day, continue to get better. And my teammates have a lot of trust in me, and we just go from there.
Tonight, a couple of adjustments had to be made. The bench was weakened without Keegan Murray and without Rashawn Holmes. And yet, you know, once again, the bench generates tons of points. I got to ask you about the 26 thrown down by Malik Monk off the bench.
I thought that was huge, you know, for Malik to just come in. He's continued to be a spark for us, playing great basketball for us right now. So he gave us a much-needed lift.
Well, I hope that you now in your, 11th season, are having some serious fun.
No, it's always good. You know, we're building in the right direction. We're doing things the right way. So, and I'm happy for the group right now.
Harrison, thank you so much for some of your time, and congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it, man.
Gary Gerold said at one point that he's never seen fans get more excited for a ray of light.
Yes.
And that triggered something in my head. So
I know.
Madonna has a song called Ray of Light, which is actually a really good rejoiner song. I said to Jade while we were talking, hey, we need to come back with Ray of Light at some point. He goes, we need to come back with
a bunch of songs.
We need to come up with a playlist that's all like laser and beam and light oriented.
And then I saw the noodle working.
And then he said not on the air, which I agree with.
So
we have Ray of Light. What is that? Ultralight Beam is The Weekend. Would anything by Major Lazer, would anyone get that? Probably not, right? What's that song? Beam Weaver?
Yes,
we could do that.
Light, baby.
We need at 916-339-1140. You can get it on the YouTube chat as well. We'll have fun with this today. Help us with an all beam /laser/ray. You get the point. Playlist.
Light up my life.
I was just gonna say, to that point, they also have to kind of be like radio-y. Like like Light Up My Life is probably not a good reason.
Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down.
but you know, like Ray of Light's perfect.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So we'll take a break, but not on the by the way, this is Jay's last day.
Yeah.
He's gone all next week.
Blinded by the Light?
That's very, very good. That is very good. Week 11 got underway. And you can stick a fork in Aaron Rodgers, not a needle, but stick a fork in Aaron Rodgers. I think he's done. That's next.